can take a hit.
The Bucketheads, film from BC, another Canadian film, from the perspective of the stormtroopers. Like, we never really, of course in the mainstream movies we don't really see that, so we kind of see a different perspective, right? Those crazy religious wackos on the other side, right? So it's interesting to see that. That was kind of an interesting catch, but very well done.
I thought it was great. I love the idea of a short film that is, it says on the ballot, like something that's basically fan fiction, but being so well-rounded and beautiful in and of itself. Of course, like the 501st Legion makes that really possible because they have lots of people that have like the suits and they're really immersed in the lore. And I love that little shout out, like on the grenade, it said 501. I think that was cute. But also, I felt like one of the most emotional performances from that stormtrooper takes off his helmet, like just the look on his face. Like, it made me feel something. Like, he had like that little moral dilemma and he handled it so well. And I felt like all the emotional things that were going on in that short, I was there, like I felt them very strongly, and none of the acting was very wooden. And I thought it was great. Also, just Star Wars. Yay.
Yeah, but it makes you, as a fan, like, and I know Star Wars fans, you know, they don't mince their words sometimes, and this has felt like a Star Wars film.
They had a good message in that the good guys and the bad guys, it's not clear-cut that, like, even when you think of the worst things that ever happened in history, and you think of all those people on one side were evil, it gives a nice take on, you know, there's good people everywhere and bad people everywhere. And it's nice not to demonize a whole people from...
Yeah, from the original Star Wars, it's a very black and white movie in terms of good and evil, and this is kind of the gray of this kind of universe,
reality.
right? Yeah, it's kind of like, it brings us to kind of the greatness to, and even though they gave a homage to, like, I bet you won't hit me, because it's like, you know, most stormtroopers are bad at shooting. Yeah. They kind of like gave a little homage there too.
Really strong performances, and it's very hard for the actors to act with masks on when we can't see their faces. They've only got their voices as their acting tool, and yet strong performances came through. And so very well done. And it also shows us there's a reason why real soldiers don't wear white uniforms. Because they kind of, boy, do they ever make splendid targets when they're walking through the woods.
This meat sack is slowing us down. Is one rebel really worth our whole squad?
Careful who you say that to. This isn't the first time Nova Squad's been in a pinch.
I just think it was fun that such normally complete incompetence were the central protagonists of this film, and we're used to stormtroopers being idiots who couldn't hit the broadside of the barn, and so it's neat to see them actually doing something.
Yeah, you've seen, like, for myself, I've seen hours of Star Wars films, but I've caught myself rooting for the stormtroopers in this film, and that's like that's the best positive testament I can give this film. It's like they made me like this side of the Empire.